my god. Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Sorry for a clunky start. Having some issues with OBS, which is all my fault, so you can blame me. It's fine. Or we can blame Dole, because why not?
What did I do?
Everything. But we will get the screen sorted very soon. Welcome to Seen and Heard, and we are joined today by the Heir Apparition, who I'm pointing the wrong side on that. Anyone watching? That way. How are you guys?
Very good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah. We're getting there. It's slightly hectic, but, you know, we're chaos for a reason. So while I try and just finish these screens up because they are not playing ball, do you two want to just introduce yourself? Tell us like who you are, what you do in the band, and all of that.
Yeah. So my name is Reese, and I am rhythm-ish guitar and lead vocals.
Ooh.
I'm Chris. I'm the drummer, so I'm the one that hits things.
I mean, that's one way to put it.
I appreciate that. Question, do you get paid to hit things, or is this just a hobby that you do in your spare time?
Bit of both. Full-time work is community payback, so fixing things religiously, so bit of both.
I like it. Would you also like to just give a bit of a shout out to the rest of the band, because I understand that one member couldn't make it today?
Just the audacity, man.
Yeah, we have to give a shout out to Adam and Jake. Adam was supposed to be joining us tonight, but he's working late, unfortunately. Jake, our bassist, is just lazy, so he's not here for that reason. He's also very shy and very bold, so he doesn't like to be seen.
Oh.
I was going to say, I'm going to take that personally, so that eventually when we do get to see you, I am going to taser him.
Oh, definitely.
Wait, what?
He was too lazy to come on the show, so I am now, in fact, going to taser him. I am kidding, of course.
No, you should. You've said it now. You're going to have to.
Oh, don't put me up to a challenge, babe. You won't like the results.
I will. If it means you're going to tase Jake, I think I will like that.
I love when people agree with me. That means I get to do dumb shit and not take any responsibility.
It's like sometimes you get in trouble. Not often, though.
Not very often I ever get in trouble.
Very rare.
That's why my ego is so big.
There we go. Our screen is all pretty now.
Now instead.
Boo. The chat says boo Jake and Adam for bailing on us. How dare they?
They're incredibly boring anyway. It's fine. You got the good ones.
Ooh,
Hey,
we'll find out.
So, would you like to give us a bit of a starting ground to where did the band start and how did you all sort of come together?
Oh, see now, this is a story. Gather round, and I will tell you the incredible tale. It's not all that incredible. So it came from another band I was in, called Fate's Hollow, which was something I did for a couple of years. That band fell apart spectacularly, and I don't want to go too much into that.
Oh, man.
But no, it would be a bad idea. But the whole Heir Apparition thing came from that. So while I was in that band, being, you know, whatever, if you want to call me the primary songwriter, I think that sounds a bit twatty myself, but we'll go with that. I came up with this really stupid idea for a concept album. Because I love that stuff. I'm all about that stuff. And I wrote one, and we made one, and I really enjoyed the process. And when that band went kaput, I kind of wasn't really ready to stop. You know, I had already put so much thought into sort of writing, you know, story things and coming up with all of the different characters and the places and the things that I thought would be fun to write songs about. And you know, instead of calling it a day and, you know, quitting, I decided to adopt the name of the story as a band name and kind of put it all back together again and continue. So yeah, it kind of spun off from the last band that I was in. But it's way more focused on the story stuff now. We've gone a little bit further with it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to take, I mean, we know all too well, you take from something that's falling apart and like not going to happen anymore, and you can't give up what you've put into it, and you just need to take it and turn it into something bigger. I mean, it happens a lot. I'm glad it has, because from what I've heard from you guys, it's great. So
I appreciate that. But it was. I mean, it was. I think, without going too far into it, it was just a bunch of people that kind of probably shouldn't have been in a band together to begin with, and it was probably always gonna fall apart. But like by the time we had gotten to that point, I had already spent so much. I'd spent over like a year and a half coming up with ideas for this, and it just took up so much space in my brain at that point that I was like, this all has to go somewhere, so yeah, and thankfully, Jake was the first to hop onto the new project, because I've known Jake for like 17 years. We went to college together. So when I was like, Jake, I'm gonna carry this on, I need a bassist, will you do it? He was like, yep, I'm in. It was like the easiest thing in the world, and then over time we found Adam, who was recommended to us from another friend in the band that we know. And Chris is probably the funniest one, because we played SOS Festival last year. We were limping through like the first 6 months of the year. We had contractual obligations for shows, and we were like having a hard time. We were down a lead guitarist, and we had no full-time drummer. So we had one of our friends, Mason, fill in for us. And we played, I think, 2 or 3 shows with Mason, but we were like really hanging on by a thread. And when we played SOS, Chris was there and saw it and liked it, and afterwards was like, I'm a drummer. If you need a drummer, I'll join. And me, being like stupid, took his number and then completely forgot about it. And then 3 months down the line, I'm sort of hanging out with Jake, and I'm like, Jake, we really need a fucking drummer, dude. And he's like, don't you have that guy's number? Like, oh yeah, I do. So yeah, we called Chris, and I was like, can you learn these 3 songs and come and play with us this weekend? And he was like, yeah. He showed up and nailed it, and that was it. We took him in.
So it was almost not, it almost didn't happen.
Yeah, there was several points where everything could have completely died. And I think it's just sheer force of will that it didn't. It's like just being extremely stubborn and unwilling to quit.
I have a big question, Chris. So, are they not paying you enough, or is there a reason you're in a car? Because it looks like you're in a car. Are they making you live out of a car?
No. So the long and short of it is, I have, between me and my darling other half, we've got 5 kids.
Oh gosh, okay.
One's currently in the kitchen eating his tea. My 2-year-old is in bed, so I can't use my bedroom.
Absolutely.
My other half's having a chat with the 16-year-old in the living room, and I'm not going in any of the kids' rooms because it's a fucking mess. So my van's the cleanest, safest space. So
that's right. I just wanted to make sure that they're not making you literally live out of a car just to play drums, right?
Oh no, don't worry.
I've videoed myself in cars before. I recognise a car. Don't get too cold, please.
It's like I've got it on. I've got my heater. I've got my lights on.
There you go. As long as you're good. Treat them well. So there's a massive short of drummers right now. Treat them well.
You know what? We've had like 7 of them. I don't feel this problem. It's so strange. Everybody I know is like, where are all the drummers? And I'm like, we have had too many drummers. We've been through like 7 in the past 3 years. It's crazy.
So what I'm hearing is you're the problem.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Spinal Tap?
So you've had 7 drummers. The 8th one's living out of a fucking car. What are you doing to?
I don't know, man. I just hate drummers. What can I say? I got a problem with them. Have you seen? You remember Spinal Tap?
Please don't mind.
You remember Spinal Tap where the drummers keep mysteriously dying? Is that? Except it's not mysterious. We all know what's happening.
You just pushing them into. I don't know where you live, but I mean it's England. Everyone's got rivers. You just push them in rivers, aren't you?
Oh well.
I can swim. It's fine. You can't get rid of me that easy.
I mean, whack the car in neutral, give it a shove, but
that's pretty Pretty inventive.
We wouldn't actually
Put
kill
them
off
in the bag.
drummers. There is a shortage. Oh my god, that has been a non-stop thing lately, and the chaos thing. So many people are looking for drummers, and then you've had all of them apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just like beta testing them for other bands at this point.
That's good actually, because like even though there's shortage, you're weeding out the. I don't want to say the shit ones in case there's any lovely ones that you work with.
No, it's okay. There are some shit ones. It's okay.
There are some shit ones.
This is your way of saying I need to start looking, man. So,
well, we love Chris because Chris did something absolutely unheard of, which is Chris left a band to join this one, which is you don't hear of that because most drummers are in like 7 bands and they won't quit any of them.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be fair. I don't think Chris left the other band specifically for this one, but
no, it was a bit of a what's the nice way of wording a shit show.
I think
oh my god, I'm absolutely living for all of this drama, guys. Like, please.
Oh man,
I don't know, shit on them. It's hilarious.
This is the band for drama. I'm telling you, we're a bunch of like angry nerds. It's great. Real life drama and fictional drama. We've got all of it.
Keep it covered. We as Chaos are impartial to any drama. We just want to hear.
Well, how about this? World exclusive. Chris, you're fired.
However, Chris, if you're now looking for a job, we know a plethora of bands that would love to take you on.
There's at least 2 or 3 in the Chaos team that are looking for a drummer if it helps. And my dad, apparently, he's got 2 drummers, but he always wants more, so... Half of them's been fired by... Half of them fired by you, the other half my dad's got in his band, so, you know... We can figure it out. Right?
As long as I'm alright with the back-handed drummer. Because I play everything the other way around, so I'm every sound guy and roadie's nightmare.
Oh no!
This might actually explain why you aren't in 7 bands. That might be it. We might have cracked
No, that has something to do with the 5 kids.
Oh yeah, I always forget that you're a fucking top shagger. Good job, Chris.
I will. At risk of,
going back to the please explain. I understand that you joined the band after 3 long months of hearing nothing back from the singer, but why did you end up leaving the previous band?
So there was a lot of drama with that one. Our vocalist and bassist were getting on great when I first started there. That was kind of my first live writing band. Previously, before that, I played with the party band at SOS. So that's why I was there that day that these guys were playing. And I don't know what happened between them, but the bassist and the vocalist the bassist and the guitarist just ended up at loggerheads. Bassist quit. And then the other guitarist lost his job. Anton, the vocalist, had a kid. And then it was very much what's going on kind of thing. And then the guitarist that the bassist fell out with was like, right, we need to keep hold of this room. We need to pay this off, just me and you, Chris. And I went, mate, nah.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. We need to build on this properly. If we need to step back to doing stuff the right way, I had to give up the nerdy chill mode of myself and go dad mode, basically. And then it just never sort of hit back up. And there was stress from everybody because of it. But thankfully, Bram, the guitarist in question, we had a chat, and again, very adult moment, which at 34 nobody wants to do.
Yeah.
But we sorted it out. We had a chat. He's like, yeah, this isn't going to happen. And I'd already joined these guys at this point. And he's like, can we practice on this day? I'm like, no, I'm with the Heir Apparition. Can we practice on this day? No, I'm gigging with the Heir Apparition. Yeah. Can we do that? No, I'm doing this. And he's just like, well, what's the fucking point? I went, well,
I mean,
I'm almost jealous of you.
It's another thing of like something good has come from something kind of shit. Yeah,
exactly.
I think it's one of those things. Like, there's so many bands out there, but there's so many musicians out there that want to make it big, and they've got such a passion. But not everyone has the same mindset and the same thing they want. So, like, that'd be nice to actually find a band that is doing what you want to do. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. And the stuff that Reese puts out, it's a lot of a learning curve for me. The other band, it was very metal meets prog meets tool dodgy time signatures, and it was really fucking random without a nice way of putting it. Whereas Reese, it challenges me a lot differently. It makes me think of different rudiment styles, different time signatures, but it's all built in a different way. So I'll have ideas like one we were working on recently. I had some ideas for it, and Reese is like, "That's not quite right." And then we're building on it together, which is it's all sort of work together as the actual band instead of like, "No, you're doing it wrong. Go and figure it out," which is quite nice, to be fair.
On that note, what is the writing process like for you guys as a band? Do you sort of all put on your own things? Do you have one thing written by one person and the next person takes it? How does that all work out now?
I mean, the process so far has been pretty interesting because the album that we have out, these guys didn't actually play. That was the old lineup played on that one. So the others, the new track that I think you just played, that's the first release that has this lineup on it. And that's quite an old song. I think I wrote that while we were in the studio making part one. So it's going back a couple of years now. And, you know, I wanted to drop it and Jake was convinced it was good. So he, you know, was like, didn't let me. But the thing that was interesting about making that song was, and all the stuff after it, because we have folders and folders of demos for the next album at this point. And the process so far has seemed to be, you know, I'll have an idea for something or I'll write something. The way that I write stuff, it usually doesn't come from a riff or any one thing. Songs sort of just appear in my mind quite fully formed a lot of the time.
Oh.
I'm pretty good at hearing how I want them to be at the end. But I've gotten better at being a bit more hands off with that because it used to be that I would write like everything, you know?
Yeah.
But that takes the fun out of it for everybody else. They need to be able to put their mark on it too. So the process for us is I will usually get a song to a point where it works acoustically. Because I find that everything has this sort of like, it's got this secret sauce to it. There's a core to a song where if you can get it to vibe with just vocals and an acoustic, it's going to be incredible when it has everything else. So that's where everything starts for me. I write pretty much everything on a moldy old acoustic guitar I've had for years. And then when I'm happy with where it is, I'll demo the guitars out and send them to the guys. So an example of this is earlier tonight, we just picked what our next single is going to be. Because like I said, folders full of stuff. We just chose tonight the next song. I already had a guitar demo for it. I sent it to Jake, and within an hour he sent me back a bass line for it. You know, so the next step will be, you know, we'll probably work with Chris on what he wants to do on it, and then Adam, our lead guitarist, will, you know, sprinkle some pixie dust or whatever on, and then it'll be ready to go and record. So everything. I'm sort of like just rambling now, but like the core,
I love it.
The core of it all starts with the rhythm guitar. Once that is there, that's like the absolute bare skeleton of it, and then everything else kind of just is layered on top of that. That's how it's been so far anyway.
That's really cool.
I would just like to drop in there that you said earlier on that your bass player was lazy, but then you've also just said that within an hour he sent you back a bass line. All I'm saying is...
Yeah, so the crazy part is he is lazy, but he's also incredibly talented. So that would have been his one and only take. He would have just sat down, nailed it, and sent it back, and then gone back to eating a pot noodle or whatever he was doing, you know? Like...
Oh, don't you just hate people like that?
I don't want to say bass players are lazy, but my husband's listening right now, and I don't know if the dishwasher's been emptied and filled again yet. Divorce pending. Don't bring you know what? I love hearing. I mean, I've never been in a band, so obviously husband has been in a few bands, is here and there, and working with bands. I love hearing how the process works because, like, I've never understood it in my head. Like, I've written songs in my head that I've never put out or anything like that, but I've written them in my head, and I can hear everything in my head, and that's it. Like, there's no way I could get it out of my head and on paper, but just how people can, as a group of people, can just get like, we've got this guitar, this bass line, we've got these lyrics, this drums, and put it all together is just so incredible to me. Like, I love hearing how bands put it together. It's different every time, innit, doll? Like you get some bands are like, oh yeah, we all get together in one room, and then others like, oh, we've done this bit on that part, and yeah, crazy. I love it.
Yeah, I mean that works too. You know, you can't just get in a room and jam. But what I find doing it this way is that when everybody has access to this stuff from home, they have a little bit more time to sit with it. You know, you can have a demo, and Jake will never do this because, like I said, just incredibly efficient. But you know, like Chris and Adam will do this. They'll get the demo and then they'll sit with it for like a week and kind of listen to it and internalize it. And then by the time we're all together to play again, everybody's got a pretty good idea of what they want to do.
Almost like a personal level with the music, and then like you bring your own thing to it almost.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really easy to listen to a song somebody else has written and get a bit too mechanical about it and kind of, you know, think of things in too sort of like down the line logical of a way. But if you just sort of listen to what it is on its own for a bit, eventually things just sort of start to jump out at you, you know, when you're more familiar with the rhythms of it, and you kind of like naturally inject whatever it is you want to put into it instead of sitting down and like intentionally thinking about it. But one of the most fun things about writing music for this band, and this is something that really only a band that makes concept albums can do, is because we write this stuff that's designed to be a story. We'll use part 1 as an example, and part 2 actually, which we are writing, but that's probably quite a way away. Because I have these ideas for, you know, story beats and character introductions and who's going to die and what's going to happen now, and you know, you have this timeline of events planned out in front of you. You can kind of like see the thing as a jigsaw where you're like, okay, so we have track 4 where this happens and track 5 where this happens, so we need a song that bridges that. And what kind of vibe does that song need to have? What is there missing from this journey, you know? Like, if this happens there and that happens there, what is the stepping stone between that? And then that kind of dictates the mood of the song you end up writing.
Yeah.
So we've done that a lot with the demos for part 2. We've kind of like sat down and been like, okay, we need a song that's about this. And then eventually, you know, we think of something and it works. But this is why it's taken so long to make, because we've rewritten the whole thing like 4 times.
I mean, I guess with like rewriting, not to sound too nerdy, but do you play D&D and shit like that? Because I feel like if you don't, you probably should. Okay, I was gonna say that kind of the whole storyline part, and like personally, I write stories in my head. I've never get it out on paper. I can make some crappy little beady bracelets, and that's about it. But I guess with storylines like that, it's so difficult to put something out straight away, because every time you put it, you're like, it's ready, and you think, oh, there's this part and that part, and like, obviously I'm looking forward to part 2, but I guess that must be kind of almost like not holding you back, but almost holding you back from like getting it out there because you want to get it perfect. Like, do you think that's ever an issue for you? Like you said, you've rewritten it so many times. You ever think maybe you know, that's holding you back from getting an album out because you've got the storyline and you're like, oh, but I want to put that in, and like,
this is a me problem, because you know, like you know, Adam, since joining the band, has been really, really proactive with the story stuff, which has been great to have somebody else to bounce ideas off of. But yeah, no, that's, I mean, I'll tell you this, and Chris will agree. Before Adam and Jake had even joined, before Adam and Chris had joined, me and Jake already had probably like 10 demos for part 2 that I had written over the past couple of years. And then it went down to 4. And then over the past maybe 8 months to 10 months, we've written probably like another 10. So right now, there's quite a lot. However, when we put them in sequence and we look at it and we think which ones absolutely have to be on there, it's maybe 5. And the problem that we've got is, I mean, and this is purely my opinion, and I'm in the band, so take it with a grain of salt. The second half of the album is extremely strong, and the first half of it is like aimless at the minute, and that's
Don't
the
question
struggle.
it. Don't question it.
Yeah.
Get it out before you question it. Anything else? Turn it into a book or something. Do it. Or
Well,
well,
we decided to tackle that problem in a different way. We wanted to free ourselves up a bit. So part 2's cooking, but after we did the others, that's designed to be its own thing. It is in the same world, but it's its own thing. It's a new character we've come up with who's going to be important later on. But then we sat and thought about that and like, well, what if we just do a bunch of these? What if we just do like a bunch of just one-off character study songs? And then eventually that would be enough to put out as an EP or something. So, and it frees us up. It frees us up so much because we can just write about pretty much whatever we want and it doesn't have to tie into anything else. It's been a lot of fun messing with ideas for that. So I think that's what we're messing with right now.
You're making me want to read the book while I listen to the albums, if that makes sense.
Oh man, I have tried so many times to like write this stuff down, but I'm not a writer at all.
I got that. Like I've said, I mean, I do this for a living. Well, not even for a living. I do this because why not? I've got so many stories in my head. The fact you can get it out in music is so amazing. Like, one of my favorite things is a lot of I listen to a lot of like pirate and Viking and fantasy, like that kind of metal, and I love the stories they tell, especially when it's a whole album and it's like one of them, one pirate battle band I listen to, they're like, it's a pirate ship's adventure. I love listening to that shit, and I think if I could put that into a book, it would be amazing. But I mean, everyone's got their skills. None of mine are writing an album or a book, unfortunately. But
I mean, it's just special, isn't it? I mean, like, you know, there are so many great bands that have never done concept stuff that are all incredible bands. I'm not saying that anything that's not is not worth listening to, but I have bizarrely specific tastes, and I grew up listening to concept albums, and then as an adult, you know, kind of went back and discovered all the stuff from the 70s and the 80s, and there's something about narrative storytelling, like in music, that just hits for me, you know, like and I don't know, it's just it adds another layer of things. And you know, like, I want to say, and this is an exclusive too, I'm going to give you this is a fun bit of information, all right? So unsurprisingly and annoyingly, but also quite flatteringly, the number one band that we get compared to is Coheed and Cambria. All the fucking time.
Don't even. Right. Did I not say? I recently, I forgot, stupidly, loving Coheed and Cambria, forgot they existed, rediscovered them, played God's Blood and Burial like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was like, why can I not find anything else by them on YouTube Music? That's all I use, unfortunately, for music. And it wasn't until I was setting up today's playlist, I freaked out seeing there's so much more. Because I've been looking for ages and like nothing coming up. I'm like, there's no way they only did one album. But
oh no, they're on like 12 or something now.
Oh yeah. I love how they do their music. Like, oh. But I mean, speaking of, I was going to say, do we want to check on a one of your inspiration tracks? And I feel like we might have one ready.
Oh no! What? Who is this?
Should we maybe play some Coheed and Cambria quick?
Which one is it? What did I say?
You picked The Father of Make Believe.
Oh yeah.
Titled after the album, which I did not know existed.
Yeah,
but the one when I was 17, was it God's Blood and Burial? That album came out when I was like in my late teens, early 20s. And I fell in love and I obsessively listened to that. And I just, that was it. And then,
That was that God Apollo 2005?
Yeah. Oh.
That album is.
I would have been 14.
Yeah, same. That album did
thank God for
irreversible damage to me.
Shut up, Win. I don't even want to. I'm not even looking at you on the screen right now. I've turned 34 the other day, so I'm ignoring Win. Soul.
No. Maybe we should play the song.
But Alright, let's anyone that doesn't, I feel like our generation then, not shaped by, I feel like Coheed and Cambria was a big thing for our generation for like a very short, small amount of time, and then no one else ever really like had that big love for them. So yeah, anyone who didn't have that absolute love for Coheed and Cambria, find the love for it right fucking now. This is The Father of Make Believe by Coheed and Cambria. Back. Hello, that was Coheed and Cambria with The Father of Make Believe. And yeah, behind the scenes, well, you can see me freaking out, but behind the scenes audio wise, I'm there getting nostalgic as fuck, feeling a million years old. Anyone who used to love Coheed and Cambria back in the day that didn't know that they're still fucking going, say something in the chat so I'm not alone. But I'm gonna make sure they tour here and finally see them. Yeah. Oh my god. I can't believe it.
Well, whilst Ruby's having a bit of a mentee
Whilst
bee,
I do that,
are you guys in the mood for some slightly random questions? I like to play some games with people.
That sounded really sinister. Yeah.
It is
really
sinister.
fucking sinister.
If you go outside your front door, you'll see me waving. Why do you think my face is painted? You'll never catch me.
There is no safe word.
No, I'm gonna be. So, would you say you're an avid gamer, or do you use a PC like almost every day?
No.
Yeah. I'm not a PC gamer, but yeah.
Okay, let's go. What devices do you play your games on?
I have a PS5.
Okay, so would you rather the buttons on your controller continuously rearrange every single day, or would you rather the joystick change directions every day?
Joystick.
So did they only change once a day?
No. Nope, they change different directions every time you use it.
Oh no. I'd probably go with the buttons.
Nah,
Really?
joystick. I get used to that.
You can't get used to it. It changes
all the
every single
time.
day.
Yeah, I know, but
Yes.
as it's changing, I can figure that out. I can get used to that.
Yeah, but every time you do it, it's going to change its direction regardless, like randomly.
Yeah, that would be.
They gave me a fucking breakdown with the keyboard mouse one.
Can you imagine trying to play like Street Fighter like that? Like, no way.
It'd absolutely drive us up the bend.
That would be hell. I don't wanna do that. Do I have to do one of these? Like,
Yes.
I'm gonna go with
Choose
the buttons.
wisely.
I'll go with the buttons.
I'm a candy drummer anyway. Change the joystick. I'll figure it out.
Bro, I love that question because a lot of the times when you're thinking about it, you're like, oh, actually, that doesn't sound that bad. But then when you really think about it, you're like, no, I would commit murder.
You literally
Yeah.
gave me a fucking mentee B last time when you asked the keyboard versus mouse one. I was like, I ended up not gaming after the show, and I usually game after the show, so you do your job well, babe.
Okay, and then my next question is, so have you ever done a blind ranking before?
Ranking, not ranking.
No,
Ranking,
no, I've seen
ranking.
them though. I've never done one.
So just to explain, I'm going to give you 5 countries. The only issue is you don't know what country is coming next, and you have to rate them from 1 being like, I would love to perform there and I'm packing my bags, to number 5, couldn't give less of a shit, not even going to get a visa.
Okay. All right.
So again,
yeah.
5 countries. Number 1 being, I want to perform there. Number 5 being, don't care.
Absolutely fuck not.
Are you ready for your 5 countries?
Yes. Yes, let's go.
And this has to be a group decision, by the way, so I encourage arguments.
Oh no.
So the first country is going to be Brazil.
Ooh.
Warm weather, it'd definitely be dry. Indoor or outdoor?
Outdoor.
Outdoor.
I'm gonna say 3 because Brazil seems like a party type of place.
Yeah.
I would
It's in
agree.
the metal community there.
Yeah, those guys are probably getting down. So I'd say 3.
There'd be a hell of a lot of black. Everyone would be very sweaty, but yeah, I'm agreeing with the 3.
Okie dokie. What about Germany?
Oh man,
Rock AM Ring. That'd be
2?
phenomenal.
What do you think, Chris?
See, I don't know. I'd reckon I'd put that probably at 2 or 1. To be honest, I can't think of
2,
many
yeah.
other places bigger than that.
I'd say 2. Yeah.
2? Okay, so we've got 2 and 3, 1, 4, and 5 left. What about Australia?
1. Those guys are
Yeah.
having a great time all the time.
As long as they keep the snakes away from me, I'm all for that.
Now bring the snakes.
Kangaroo.
I want the
Ah,
whole
keep
experience. I want the whole
Aw.
experience.
Oh my god, also, happy St. Patrick's Day, talking about snakes. Just throwing that out there.
Happy St. Patrick's
Okay,
Day,
so are you both
Susan.
happy with number 1?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Chris, what do you think? I didn't even ask.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'd come back about 5 stone heavier from the amount of barbecue food I'd eat, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right, yeah.
what about Argentina? So similar to Brazil, but they do have a more intense metal scene.
Oh, 4, because I think we would be in trouble if we tried to like get into the metal scene.
Fucking South
You
America's
never know.
kicking our
Show
ass.
them something different.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Are you ready for your number 5 then?
Oh yeah.
Well, why are we
Japan.
snobbing? Ah.
Oh no. We've been played. We've been played.
You wouldn't
Have
play
we?
it,
And I do write all of these countries down beforehand, so I can't change them. I'm very sorry.
Oh, man, see.
Oh, she's definitely played us there.
This is
No,
this is terrible.
She
I can't
writes,
believe
she
you do
writes them
this.
down every week to make sure.
How dare you accuse me of something so heinous?
We have been bamboozled, Chris. This is not good.
Bamboo.
I would love to play Japan, to be fair, but again, I would eat too much food.
Yeah. I'd probably just go buy like 1 million of those Gundam models and be poor.
We're already poor.
Japan, once you get there, is really quite cheap. You get through a few of them.
Man, I'm like incredibly broke though, so I don't know if that's gonna help me much. Like,
I'm in my van. What does that say?
yeah, he actually does
in
live
my
there, by
van.
the way. A wife and kids is a cover story. That is his house.
Yeah.
I had 2 choices: my van or my
family
shed, and my
comes
shed's too
first.
full. So it had to be the van.
Okay, so moving on now to what festivals would you guys love to play? Like anywhere in the world, you can go to the UK festivals, Europe festivals. What festivals are like on your dream to-do list?
Oh man. I'm like really ignorant of music festivals nowadays, apart from like the obvious ones. I don't know. I think the obvious one for us would probably be something like Arctangent, where all like the weird bands play.
Download. Duh. I'm kidding. Fuck that.
I don't know.
Fuck that.
Would we? We might not survive that. Oh man, I
You
don't know.
might not. I go every year.
No, I would not survive that. Chris would be fine.
You would not survive that. I go every year. I'm avid camper, so I'm cooking my own food there the lot. Even I've got a portable barbecue that I put my disposable barbecues on. My other half loves it because it's literally like glamping. I eat whatever I would eat normally at any festival.
All right, Chris Grills over here, fucking telling us how it's done. No,
I like it.
No, I'm still hungover from Download 2010, so you won't be seeing me at that shit anytime soon.
That's fucking valid, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Arctangent then because it's obvious and I'm bored and I can't think of any others.
Can I throw one in on the dream thing? Because usually I try it in the other section, but we talked a lot. If you could collab or perform on stage, perform a song, write a song with whatever, any band, current, past, present, fucking dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Chris?
Why is it Coheed and Cambria? No, I'm kidding.
That's the obvious one, right?
He's definitely up there. There's a lot of different people that I'd love to collaborate with. There's Heed, like you said. Foo Fighters would be an interesting one. I don't know if they follow with the concept side of things. Just for weirdness, and as much as I would be royally put in my place as a drummer, I'd love to do something with bands like Sleep Token. I know that's a hit and miss for a few people, but two's just fucking incredible as a drummer, and technically it's just amazing music. But there's all sorts. I don't even know where to start with that list. To be honest, Alter Bridge would be another one of mine. Again, there's so many different bands that I'd look at and just wish to even remotely just say hi to. Never mind collabing with. So yeah,
it's quite difficult to narrow it down to one. I know. I always feel bad asking that.
It really is. It really is. It's that's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, well, is it band or can it be a person from a band? Does it have to be the band?
A person, a band, basically any musician that has ever been on Earth.
I would really like to write some acoustic stuff with Andy Hull from Manchester Orchestra. Yeah, they're one of those bands that have like these, bowls out like heavy rock songs, and then scattered throughout the album you'll just have like the most beautiful acoustic stuff you've ever heard. And I always found that fascinating that they could flip like that. But he's an incredible songwriter, and that's something that I've not really done a lot of, is acoustic stuff, so I would be very interested in doing that.
Okay.
I'm all for that. As I say, I know I'm drummer, but I do a lot of different percussion stuff as well. I'd love to get like a handpan, cajons, fucking all of it, and just have a jam.
Well, speaking of your music, should we put on another one of your tracks?
Yeah, that'd be great.
So we got two more here off of part 1. We got track 5 and track 8. Can you remember?
Yes, I can, because I wrote them.
To be fair, the amount of times I've gone, you got tracks 3 and 7, and they're like, No,
so
that a little bit, to be honest.
So when we were confirmed to be on the show, I specifically curated these songs. So the others is our new one. That's got to be there. Track 5 is Lost Stars. That's my favorite. That's my personal favorite. Track 8 is Forever, and I picked that one because I think you guys would really like that one. So it's up to you.
I feel like, technically we've got 7 minutes left, but luckily me and Dole have another hour anyway, so we'll get through both of them. But I feel like let's go for your favourite first, and we'll go for everyone else's favourite as an ender.
Yeah.
Well, we will go with Lost Stars by the Heir Apparition for now. Oh gosh. There we go. We are back. Oh, and she's back. So we had a camera vanished off OBS, and that's back. Thank God for that. So yeah, that was Lost Stars by the Heir Apparition. So my jaw clicking tick is doing my fucking head in tonight for some reason. I won't stop. Anyway, is there anything else you guys want to touch on before we do start wrapping it up? Because obviously we've talked a lot about like sort of the origins of the band and everything you got going, and it's been a fucking pleasure so far. But anything specific you want to talk about? Any upcoming music, tours, albums? If albums comes under music, any more drummers you're going to push into Rivers before you get another one? Because spare some of them for the rest of the metal
catch
scene.
me, don't worry.
Please no. Blink twice if they're pushing you in the river.
Let me think.
Oh fuck!
So the new single just came out.
Yeah.
On the 13th. That's out now. You can go listen to that. We have another announcement regarding that single at the end of this month, but I'll give you a bit of a hint. a friend of ours has remixed it. And it's somebody
Who's
that
a
you...
friend?
I'm not telling you. But it's somebody that you probably will have heard of. I'll give you a hint.
Hang on.
It's one person. It's one
Not
person.
fucking Max, is it?
No.
Oh, damn it.
It's one person who is renowned for their one-man laser light show. I'll say that.
Don't say that, because I know one person who does that, and his name is Max, and you said no, so now I'm like, I have no friends.
No.
And what date was that, sorry?
We're announcing it on the 31st of this month. Or whatever the last day is. I've already scheduled it, but...
It is the 31st. I had to put some...
Okay, good. I didn't get that wrong. So yeah, we're announcing something. A remix of the song by somebody that we're good friends with, who we love, and who has... I mean, I've heard it. We have it.
Are you gonna
and
announce
it's absolutely
a remix
psychotic. It's an absolutely psychotic remix, and we love it. So we're excited for people to hear it.
I mean... Is it something a lover of goth and industrial remixes would like?
Industrial, 100%.
Okay, yep, no, that's fine. That's enough for me.
Yeah, you figured it out?
No, because I thought it'd be Max, but he's too small currently, but he needs more. But I am putting that in my calendar right fucking now. Carry on. You do you.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you, because I'm feeling nice. I'm gonna tell you. Our friend Rick from Neo Cryptid has remixed it, and
fucking sick.
And it's absolutely psychotic.
Fuck yeah!
And yeah, I almost like it more than our version. So yeah,
isn't it amazing though to get like put out something like you guys do, and then have a remix that sounds just as or even better. Like,
yeah, I mean, I love Rick. I love what Rick does.
Good.
So, but yeah, we'll be talking about that more soon. But that will probably be out not very far away. But right now we're pushing the actual
like
version.
A slot in a fucking cucumber field.
Yeah, it'll be out fairly soon. But there's got to be some distance.
Oh, I can't wait.
Where's the next gig, Chris? Is it Newcastle?
Yeah, it's Newcastle. I think it's the 18th of April. I think I've got that one right.
That is right.
I also heard you're coming to Swindon, Oxford, and Reading.
Swindon?
Where? Who?
No, I just made that up. I'm trying to put them into coming down.
I got excited then. I was like, Swindon, I'm on my way now. If you come to Swindon, Bristol, Oxford, Reading area, the majority of the Chaos team are in that area. But regardless of where you're playing, drop us a message. We will share it. We'll let all the listeners know regardless, because apparently we are not selfish bitches. Come to Swindon. Come to Swindon.
We don't have anything near there, because we've not announced most of it, but we're booked up for pretty much the rest of the year. Yeah, I think if you're going to see us anywhere around there, it's most likely to be Reading.
Yes, that's where I live.
Come on,
boys.
Yeah, just because we actually know people there that would play the show with us, so we'll figure that out.
Joe, can I crash on the sofa? Thanks, bye.
Yeah.
Perfect, because right, hang on, I gotta put this new apparition.
While she's writing shit down, I do have one more question, because so in 1 year's time, as a band, what is a goal you would like to set for yourself?
To not be dead or disbanded. That would be good.
Oh, but then where will we get our drama about bands from?
We're gonna have to manufacture some. We're just gonna have to make it up, because we're like everybody's so chill. Like there's really no drama at all right now. Like everybody's really chill. Like I kind of like miss it. Like,
what a joke, doll. Who the fuck are these guys? Get them off. I'm kidding.
We're gonna have to brawl, Chris. We're just gonna have to scrap it out.
No, that's nice.
Deal.
Though. We like to, have a sip of the tea, but it's nice when a band like actually works together. I love it. And you're not allowed to split up because you got the good, so yeah.
Well,
There you go. We've been told, Reese, you're not allowed to sack me.
That's right. If you don't come to Swindon or Bristol, I'm going to make you guys break up with the most ridiculous drama ever.
I thought we had something Bristol with.
I mean,
we were supposed to. Yeah, we were supposed to.
Bristol ain't that great. It's just most bands are like, they'll go to Bristol but not quite come to Swindon. Swindon is fucking vile, but play at the Vic because the Vic is a great venue. Just don't leave the venue until you go home. Fine.
Well, Bristol's where Adam lives, our guitarist.
Well,
fucking. So, yeah, it's definitely like in the works. It's just not manifested just yet. It nearly did. That's fine. I mean, like we've said, if you come to Reading, I'll just crash at Doll's place and I'll make it out. We'll have to figure that one out. That would be fun. Yeah.
I love talking bands into shit. It's so much fun. Oh, yeah. I put you on the spot and now you've agreed to it.
We've been bamboozled again.
That's what my job is.
One other question before we forget, because me and Doll always forget. If you could sum up this interview in just one word, what would that word be?
Oh, Chris, you go first. I got to think of a fancy word.
Yeah. Can I have 3?
Depending what the 3 are, but yeah.
Maybe.
An absolute pleasure.
Aww, that's really cute.
Chris.
That's so hard. Thank you.
Oh, man.
That's why he's the one with the wife and kids. He's a sweet talker.
Yeah, I'm really fucking up. Okay. Chris has ruined it because he was like totally sincere with that answer. You know what? I'm gonna say, adequate. No, that's it.
That's it. You're done. That's it. Bye.
Oh man, that was a dick move. Dick move.
No, what? Go on.
He writes all the words for the songs. I'll be the talker from now on. It's fine. I'll do.
Oh man, you're gonna have to be all the interviewers, man, and stuff. I can't do this anymore.
So the second we're off, you're blocked.
Oh no.
Is that just Reese or is that
all of you? The whole band, everyone ever, every band in the UK.
No, Chris said that we're a pleasure. He's fine. Reese said adequate, and I must admit, I've never been called adequate in my entire life.
Oh,
that's rough.
I feel like I'm disrespecting people. Doll's catching strays, and I'm like, I feel like a dick now.
No, you're good. I've been called. Someone once called me average. I was like,
oh wow,
I agree.
That's wildly disrespectful.
Below average. Bars on the floor.
No, but just to clarify, I have had a ball doing this. Just to be clear, it's been a very fun time.
If I had the access to anything, I would. To be fair, I don't need anything to fucking interview you guys. You guys are great. Joel's alright, but no, I'm kidding. You keep me sane, baby. But no, you guys have been you genuinely have been a pleasure. An absolute pleasure. Sorry to take your fucking words out your mouth, but no, you guys have been great. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us. Yeah, it's been brilliant. Course. I mean,
we'll have all your socials linked in the descriptions when we upload, and we're gonna close off with your last song of you guys. Last song of you guys, the fact. Last song by you guys, which you said was going to be everyone else's favorite song. So I'm very curious.
Yeah, so I'm going to personally dedicate this one to you two right now. This is because I think that of all the songs on part 1, I think this is the one that you'll like the most. So yeah.
Thank you very much. This is Forever by the